Hello everyone, this is Nexel with another turn of Global War Operation Ceruluan. We are going to be starting as usual over on the tech board, which is now on the other side of the board. Before we move on to the very exciting things we're going to do later. We're going to roll for our tech. We hit advanced subs, we hit LRA, we hit improved factories, we hit radar. It's a good day for the tech program. Now hopefully those are the only high rolls we get today. Okay. We are going to be on the right side of the board, purchasing a infantry for the nationalists, a strategic bomber, a submarine, and we are going to be moving our battleship to stage 2. And with that, we are going to move into combat, where we have a lot of combat going on. We're going to start. This turn, we are going to be declaring war on France, Great Britain, Poland, and Denmark, which I believe is plus 10 to the US, plus 5 for France, and plus 5 for Britain. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong about that. Let's give the US that 10. Okay. We are going to start off by going into Picardy with this force, the 86th, and blitzing into Normandy with all available units that we have. This is in our first round. Let me find the 86th. Take all of these guys out of it. They are gonna stay in Picardy. Gonna take this light armor and we are gonna blitz through over on into Alsace-Lorraine. So that's Picardy, Normandy, and Alsace-Lorraine. So our first combat movement. Then we do have some more. We are going to go over to, we'll start off simple, over to Lithuania, where we're going to go 1, 2, 3 with this fighter, and we're going to take these 2 infantry. So we're going to roll. The infantry will be the red, the fighter will be the blue. And that is a miss on all fronts. The militia is going to return on a 2, which it misses, so we're going to go into round 2. Where we hit with the fighter. The militia gets a return on that round. And then we will take the fighter and go 1, 2. We've gone 1, 2, 3. We're going 4, 5 with our additional movement due to the airfield. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, then we have our fight in Denmark, where we've got the seaplane and the whole second fleet going up against this Danish coastal defense ship. So we're going to start with the battle cruiser on A7. When it loads, that didn't roll the way it was supposed to. That was a proper roll. There we go. That hits. We've got these two on a 4, which there's more hits for you. So then this gets to fire back on a 6, which it hits. So the coastal defense ship goes down. We will also take down one of the TBDs. Now we have the army fight with Denmark, so we are going up with 2 infantry, with an airborne, by going 1, 2, and then this is going to come back, and we're also bringing a fighter up. So the dark green is the fighter, and the blue tealy color is the airborne, and the middle is the infantry. Why did that one land down there? That's a miss from everything, though. The militia's gonna fire back with a miss. So we're gonna roll again with all 4 of those. That's a hit from the plane. And the militia misses. So we take Denmark. And the fighter is going to go back 1, 2 into Berlin. Because it went 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we are going to take the 91st and the 18th Air and bring them into there. We're going to bring these infantry forward alongside this fighter into Podolaski, except we're going to take 1 medium armor and 1 artillery out of the 91st and bring them over into Podlaski. And you can see from my fight setup here that this was planned before any dice had been rolled. Tactical, I think, is on a 7. Great. Yeah. So we're going to start with Poland, with West Poland, where we are coming in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, sorry, 6 on a 2. Well, hold on. We have a first strike on a 3. That's a 7, so that misses. Now we have 1 infantry bumped up by the presence of the artillery. That should go down to 5, which it has. We've got 5 on a 2. Of which we have 1 hit. we've got, we're going to ignore this roll because I'm rolling 3 dice when I should be rolling 2. We're going to re-roll these 2. That is 1 hit again. Then we've got 2 on a 6. Both of which miss. And we've got a tactical on a 7. I will double check, but I'm 90% sure a tactical is a 7. It's an 11, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now we have the responses, which is 1 at 2 and 3 at 4. Or miss. Now we have, let's make our way down. The tactical, which is a 6. We have the fighter and the medium bomber. That's enough hits to take them out. They return fire with an 8 and a 5, so misses. So we managed to get through that one lossless. So we take control of Western Poland. And then the 18th can land back in Berlin. Now we go through Podlasie. We've got 1 first strike at a 2. At a 3, sorry, because there's no terrain penalties, which we miss. Now we've got 2 at a 2, 1 at a 3, and 2 at a 6. Those both hit. So that's 2 hits. That's all misses. 2 on a 3, 2 on a 2, 2 on a 6. The 2 on a 2 are in the middle, 2 on a 3 on the left, 2 on a 6 on a ring. We managed to hit with the fighter. And no return. So we take Podlasie as well. Nope, not infantry, not what I'm trying to copy. Okay, good. Okay. Now we are using Blitzkrieg, shocking absolutely nobody, and going into our second round of combats. So we're going to make our way down to southern France with these 2. And successfully blitz our way through into Aquitaine. And then the 86th is going to go and fight in Aquitaine. Let me just add these 2 back in because I took them out because I didn't realize that I could blitz, but then I saw that I could. So let me start. Oh, I forgot to grab dice. I did forget to grab dice. I do apologize. 3. So I start with the 3 self-propelled artillery who have a first strike on a 3, which we miss all of. Then I have 4 mech infantry and 3 light armor on a 3. That's 1 hit. Then I have 4 medium armor on a 6. That is a miss on all of those fronts. So that is 1 hit. I was hoping for a couple more than 1, but 1 still better than 0. So we've got 2 at 2. That is 1 hit. And we've got 7 at 4, of which there is 1 hit. So that's 2 hits. 1 militia. And I am going to take 2 light armor. Now we have everything rolling at a 3. All hitting on a 3. One. Wait. Did I take dice off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to ignore this roll entirely because there are casualties that should have been taken. And we're going to count. We lost 2 light armor. So I'm going to take off 2 dice, which should leave me with 5 and 3. And now I'm going to re-roll, which is a shame because that was a good roll. That's 1 hit. It's 1 hit. Now 4 at 6. Two hits. Okay. 1 at 2. Misses. And 7 at 4. Oh, sorry, there's an artillery here that I did not see. So hold on. Let's do the first round. First strike, first round. Hits. Okay. I'm just going to have to redo the fight. I've made too many mistakes. I'm sorry. I'm just going to restart from the beginning. I think that's the fairest thing to do. If people have a different way they want me to do it, they can let me know and we can change it. But I'm just going to restart the fight because otherwise it's not fair. Because I've messed up too much. And I apologize. Okay. Let's do this right this time. 3 first strikes from me, from the self-propelled artillery. All misses. 1 first strike. Hits. Take off 1 of the self-propelled artillery. Uh, 7 on a 3. Two hits. Two hits. 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, one of you should be... No, I think that's only on attacking. I'll see if it matters. Oh, sorry. That one hits. You already rolled. 3 hits. Take off 3 max. Okay. All hitting on a 3 now. Two hits. On a 6. 2 hits. So 4 hits, right? 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2. 2 hits. 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two hits. Take off the light armor. Take off 2 light armor. You go down to 2. I don't know why I rolled the defense first, but they both get hits. 4 at 3. 1 hit. 4 at 6. 2 hits. But they do take 2 as they go. So I will take off the light armor and the mech infantry. I will return to Aquitaine with these units, which is what is left of the 86th. Okay. we'll take Aquitaine. And because of that, I'm going to double check, but we will trigger French surrender, right? Right. So the French haven't surrendered. Let me read through the process of what I'm supposed to do for French surrender. I don't know when that comes. I don't know if that happens now or if that happens later. Okay. Okay. Paris and circles. Get rid of the units in Paris. Okay. Sorry, I haven't done this yet. Let me just take that off just in case it matters. Clear out the French units in Paris, because that's what it says to do. Hit the Create Vichy button. I should also flip that. I'm sure there's a Create Vichy button. Where is it? Vichy Create button, there it is. Okay. So that's all been sorted. Clear that out, which I have now done. Go to Vichy Creation, have a look at this. 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 fighter. 1 fighter. No, I don't want a transport. Three infantry, 1 artillery, and a fighter are all going down. And 7 threats. French Navy. Okay. So I'm going to roll for the French Navy now. So let me find where the French ships are. Got 2 transports. An 8 and a 12. sorry, this is my first time doing this. So an 8 is replaced with Vichy, and an 11 is German. Okay. So 1 Vichy transport and 1 German transport. Transport goes down there. This TBD is a 4. 4 is scuttled, I think. 4 is scuttled. Okay. Are there any French units in the Pacific? There's a couple of subs over there. So let's grab that dice. Roll for the 3 subs. Left to right. 4, 3, 7. So scuttled, scuttled, and becomes. Oh, there's a 4th one. Okay. We've got one that's becoming Free French. And one that's going Vichy? Vichy, yep. Okay, so Vichy submarine. Free French submarine. Now we will go back over to the Med. Light cruiser, destroyer. Those are on map, so that's fine. They stay. One is Free French, 10 is Vichy, so the light cruiser goes Vichy, but the destroyer goes Free French. Light cruiser goes Vichy. Destroyer goes Free French. Okay, there should be. battleship. Yep, here we are. Here's the French. So we've got a battleship and a destroyer there, which we will roll for. Oh, one and an, oh, I didn't assign which one was which, did I? So because of that, because we don't know which one went free and which one went, Vichy, I'm going to re-roll that because obviously a destroyer is better than a battleship. So we will say orange, oh, battleship's better than a destroyer even. Orange is the battleship and green is the destroyer. So the battleship goes 3 and the destroyer gets scuttled, I believe. No, the destroyer goes Vichy and the battleship becomes a free French unit. So, destroyer. Actually, let's roll for over. Then we've got the same over here. Orange is the destroyer, green. Orange is the battleship, green is the destroyer. Once again, we get a 7 and a 6, so those are both scuttled. That is replaced with a Vichy destroyer. And then Free France gets a battleship. Okay. That is the full surrender of Vichy done, I believe. I will double check. Oh, we have the one on the board, don't we? Yep, replace with Vichy equivalent on the build queue. 1 to 7, 8 to 10, 11 to 12. So we have the battleship and the heavy cruiser. So the battleship 8 is Vichy. The heavy cruiser 6 is scuttled. So that scuttles, and that goes Vichy in the equivalent build queue position, I do believe. So we have a Vichy battleship, which goes to stage 3. Yes. Okay, French territories we've done. Now that we've finished Vichy, we are going to move on to our next and final combat move, which is going to be going into Warsaw. Wait, not our final combat move, sorry. Where the hell is that? Where the hell did we put it? Okay. We are going to we're going to go into Warsaw with these. So as a start, we have air superiority, so they have a fighter here, which rolls a 10 and misses. We have 2 fighters, because all of the units are going in here, which hit. Now we have the rest of the rolls here for Warsaw, which is a surrounded city, and so therefore everyone is at -1. Miss, 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 hit, miss. We have an artillery. You should have done a first strike, but hasn't. But misses anyway, so that's okay. We have 6 on a... Hold on. We have 3 on a 2. All of which miss. And then we have 4, 5, 6. Now we have 4 on a 1. Because of the river crossing. All of which miss. We have 2 on a 2. Because of the river crossing. That's 1 hit. The cavalry and the medium armor. We have 1 on a 2. We have 1 on a 5. No. Yes, because we don't have the -2 for attacking into cities. Okay. Now we have another one that should be a first strike on a 3. Which misses. Then we have 1 on a 6. Which hits. Okay. So the 2 militia go. And we will take an infantry. Now we have 2 on a 2, 4 on a 2, one of which hits. Let's start highest actually. We have 2 on a... That's 2 more hits, because that's on a 6, which is the 3 hits that we need. 1 on a 2, 1 on a 1, 2 on a 3, which you get another hit. So we will take another infantry, at which point we will take out 2 infantry from the 91st, because that is what we lost. Then we will take out this to take Warsaw. Nope, that's not what I wanted to copy. We'll bring the 91st into there alongside some medium armor. And that fighter, which would have landed back with the 18th, which would have then gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Landed back in Eastern Germany. Okay. We will then move on to our non-combat, of which I don't really think there's that much that can be done, because I think basically everything moved. Combat moved this turn. So we have no non-combat. So we will move on to recruitment, which we get to roll for the Spaniards on a 1, 2, 3, 4 on a 4. Which we hit. So I'm going to place 2 militia in there. And then on a Vichy recruitment, which we roll on a 2, which we miss. Then we will move on to unit placement. Oh, no, sorry, we won't, because we have raiding to do that I nearly forgot about, which I will now do. So this is just a, submarines have a +2, so it's +2 on the left and nothing on the right against the Brits. It's a 5, 6, 7 versus 3. I'm just going to double check that I have that right. Seven minus 3 is 4, so 1, 2, no. 2, 3, 4. Plus the damage here to the British again. Four v6, no damage. 6v6. Then here we are going to be dealing hopefully 1 damage to this line here. Oh, which we do. So the British take 5, bringing them down to 19. Then we will move on to placement. Where we will have moved our forward by 1. We've sent a infantry to the nationalists. We have a U-boat and a strategic bomber that we have bought. Now the strategic bomber is going to go down in Western Germany. The U-boat is going to go down in A11. And then we are going to collect our income plus the French income, unless I'm misremembering how the turn works, but if I remember correctly, that's how it goes. So France has, when I find the right area, or France was at, well, no, France has in their bank, is how I look at it. 18. So I take my income, which is at 39. Plus what I steal from the French gives me 58. At which point I will pass. Do I get Vichy income now or next turn? I'll find out. And I will pass the turn over to the Comintern.